some really, really good artists on it. And I'm just surprised as to the trending videos are all the ones that are being played the most. They're the ones that are being viewed. So everybody gets a sort of a fair share of being on the home screen, being able to be discovered. Here's all our genres. There's another page with alternative music on it.
In this video, I'm going to interview Darren Guidotto, who is the CEO of Musiqcast, a brand new streaming service. And the great thing is, we're in the early stages of this platform, so if you want to market either you or your band, you need to jump on this fast. Hi guys, my name is Des from the Music Marketing Academy, and if you're looking to market either you, your band or your brand in this fast growing music industry, then you've come to the right place. Let's get on with the interview, but first, hey guys, if you're a musician and you want to learn more about marketing both you and your music, use the link in the description to join over 300 other musicians. There's lots of other cool tips, tricks and access to a lot of really useful tools. Looking to make money with your music? Then the Music Marketing Academy is just for you. Let's get back to it. So Darren, thank you so much for coming on this call and this podcast. I really do appreciate it. If you don't mind, if you could just give us a little bit of background about yourself, that'd be fantastic.
Yep, no worries. So my name's Darren. I am the founder of Musiqcast. I started my career in the British Army when I was a boy soldier at 16, and then I got into sort of close protection and sort of high-end security work. And unfortunately, an accident brought an end to my career. And after a long rehabilitation, I needed something, sort of a new direction, somewhere different to go in life. As you know, I couldn't do what I was doing before, and I just decided if I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do something for myself and something that I love. And, you know, music's something that's always been there for me. I'm absolutely crazy about music. I'm not a musician by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay. You can't play anything.
No, I can play order. But not the order.
Brilliant. Well, that counts.
For me, just, you know, music's always there for everybody. And I don't think a lot of people don't realise how it's always there for them. If they just sit there and think about it, it's like, actually, music is always there for me. And I can always turn to music, whether it's listening to it, playing it, however, you know, just to get yourself, whatever music does for you. I mean, it does many things for loads of people, but music's always there for people. So I just thought, well, what can I do in music, you know? And so I looked into it, and I'm always looking online, trying to find new musicians, independent artists, people that nobody else has heard of before, and so I'm always on the obvious sites. Can I mention YouTube?
Yeah, of course you can. Mention whatever you want. Yeah,
always on YouTube looking for other people. I don't think my business partners will like me mentioning them that much. I keep comparing myself to them, but that's not who we are. You know, we're completely different. But I'm always on there looking for other musicians, independent artists, and I realised that they're on there, but they're on there with videos of skateboarding cats and, you know, people jumping off roofs into snowplows, but as well as other music videos. But they've got the likes of Beyonce and Ed Sheeran to compete with on there as well. And then if they go down the audio route, you know, they've got Spotify and SoundCloud. With some, I was thinking, but what is there a space where they can call their own? For independent artists can go just where it's just them and it's just music and it's just music videos.
Sure.
So I was looking around and I couldn't much. There's a lot of sites where you can embed a video from YouTube and bring it over, but I just wanted something sort of that they can call their own. So absolutely. I came to Musiqcast, and then I just thought, look, this could potentially become something. And then as it got bigger and bigger, and I started thinking, like, this is actually a business now. People started coming out with some really great comments. I started, you know, getting some massive feedback that I was shocked about, in all honesty. Some great comments from our early followers and our early users and fans. And it's just carried on from there, really. So that's pretty much, in a nutshell, me from 16 to Musiqcast today.
No, brilliant. Thank you very much for that. And so is this your main time thing? Is this your main thing that you do? Or have you got, like, is this like a bolt on? Have you got like a full-time job and this is something you do on the side? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. This is full-time me. This is my business now. It consume me. It certainly consumes all my time. Sure. I'm on it from the minute I wake up. You know, anyway, we're sort of back and forward all day anyway, aren't we? On social media, you know, going back open, so you can see that I'm literally at it all the time. And if I'm not trying to figure out how to improve the site, I'm on social media. If it's not that, I'm looking for investment. I'm doing the whole things. I'm doing about 7 people's worth of work, really.
Fair enough. And
I love it.
Yeah, no, that's great. And obviously, are you a developer as well, or did you get it? Have you actually got this developed separately?
This is like rocket science to me. I've got no idea what I'm doing, and that's why it's been. So I was born in the 80s, the very early end of the 80s. So I kind of missed that whole computer boat, that when everyone got into sort of the internet and they started learning computers, and my dad was into computers. It was like, the way you got to go, this is the way you got to go. But I'd never paid any attention. So up until about 6 years ago, I knew how to power on a laptop. And then I got as far as opening emails. But I'm learning. And so, this has been done by a shout out to a good friend of mine, Andy at Natemity. He's a developer, and he done this for me. And it's not a finished product by any sense of the imagination. We've got a huge way to go. But from what I've managed to get, I am seriously proud of. Every now and then I look at it. It does get to you, when it's just you and you're doing all this hard work all the time. But then I look at it, actually, I own a streaming site. I've managed to develop my own. And so every now and then, if I'm in the back end or the front end, I just have to catch myself and realise you've done this. You've managed to sort this out.
Sure. I suppose it's similar to being a musician, actually, because you've got to wear many hats when you've got your own business, don't you? There's not so many. You've not got like a whole team of people that can do things. You've literally got to do the bulk of the work, haven't you?
I was thinking this same thing myself the other day. I am like my followers and our users in the sense that I'm having to do this on my own, like they are. They're having to go out and get the exposure. They're having to fund themselves. They're having to market themselves. So I'm going along the journey with them, just without doing the music. I'm just supplying somewhere where they can put their music. But the journey on sort of having to sort it all yourself, I understand what they're going through, and it's exactly the same sort of thing.
Sure. Okay. Well, thanks a lot for the background, mate. Appreciate that. I'm really, I'm chomping at the bit to actually have a look at this, the site, and if we can hopefully share the screen, and then we can have a look at it, and you can take us behind the scenes and show us what it's all about, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Yep. No problem.
It's just.
Okay. So when you come to Musiqcast, this will be the homepage.
Okay.
You'll see some trending videos on the homepage there. Okay. You'll see at the top here, we have featured. This is where we have some articles I'll get to in a minute. Home button, genres, and join. If I sign into my account.
Yeah, sure. Before you go to that, mate, when you say trending, how does that work? Is that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the trending videos are all the ones that are being played the most. They're the ones that are being viewed in real time, or what's being viewed the most. So and also. I think it's the top sort of 50 videos will also go through that trending cycle as well. So the first 50 videos in there in view count. So kind of everybody gets and when you do put a new video up, it will go through this trending cycle as well at some point. So everybody gets a sort of a fair share of being on the home screen, being able to be discovered sort of straight away.
Brilliant.
That's why we implore people to have really good some of the artwork on these people's the covers they put up for their EP singles and whatever. They're absolutely outstanding, and I think if you have a good one, it will draw people's eyes straight away when you're on this home screen. Absolutely.
And then on the top right there, I don't know if you were going to cover all this, so I apologize if you were, but you've got promoted video on there as well. Is that an artist or band that's paying to have the promoted spot in the top right hand corner there?
At the moment, this artist in the promoted video, he is. So if I just pop over to the featured quickly.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I messed up your flow. Just thought while we were on here, just talk about it.
So this is a new feature, and it's going to be where we're going to do articles. So we've only got one at the moment, as it's a new feature as of yesterday. So here's our first article about Paul Cartwright, his singles, and then just a bit about him. And then with this article, his video has ended up in the promoted videos.
Okay.
Over on the right hand side of the homepage there.
Right. Okay.
Not a paying service at the moment. At some point, if we manage to be able to cover outgoings by charging for that, then that's something we'll look at. But at the minute, it's not a paid service. But we just want to get some content on there, get people featured.
Absolutely. So it's basically like a highlight then. So you guys will basically choose who you're going to highlight for that month, depending on the actual the artist or band that you feel that you want to highlight the most. Is that how it works?
It does. I think Paul came to me and just said, I know you're doing this new feature thing, because we'd spoke about it on social media. Could I, get a feature? And I thought, yeah, absolutely. So at the minute, it's just people.
Great idea.
It's kind of people just, so I'm just taking them up on it. If they put it to me, I've got no problem giving.
Sure. I'm only asking because I know musicians are going to be going to want to be in that spot, and they're going to be asking the same question.
Yeah.
You've answered it brilliantly. Have people been asking already then?
Since yesterday, I've had about 6.
Oh, funny. That is so funny. But no, that answers my question anyway. That makes sense.
No worries.
So yeah, mate, I'll let you carry it away. Sorry, I interrupted you. So
yeah, no, that's fine. So also on the homepage here, you'll have like what's happening on Twitter, what our latest feeds are, and then if you go back up to the top there, so we've got the featured, which is where the articles are. Home, then there's where our genres are.
Okay.
If we bring them up, here's all our genres. There's another page with alternative music on it. These genres will be split down into sort of subcategories, subgenres when the demand calls for it. If somebody comes across and says, look, guys, you've got all the mainstream genres there, but we kind of fall under this and whatever, then, if there's need there for it, we'll make another genre. It's not a problem. But we've got hip hop and rap, the trap and grime module, that's a new one that's just been added, so there's nothing in that at the moment.
Yeah, I saw you tweet that out the other day. That's new.
Yeah,
so it's trending at the moment as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because I thought you've got the trap in the US, you've got grime here, and it's kind of not. It is rap, and it is kind of hip hop, but there are kind of subgenres, but it's such a big genre. I think this could really make us that category alone could really, start firing us up and getting our users.
I think so. I mean, have you found that at the moment? Have you had a lot of response from that side of the guys? Tell us what you think so far. Leave a comment down below and just let us know if you're actually streaming or live streaming at the moment. We'd love to hear from you. Also, if you like what you've heard so far, please remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification so every time I upload a video, you get notified. Let's get on with it. Genre.
I know I tweeted about it, but I haven't really pushed on it yet. I've got to go through the diary. It's in the diary too.
I reckon that's going to be one of the main categories.
Yeah, me too.
Isn't it?
Absolutely. So we've got all the usual, the R&B and the pop. Just go on hip hop there.
Sure.
So that's some of the hip hop videos.
And the image that you had up previously, is it like a thumbnail, or is that somebody's actual stream that's kind of just been rotated?
On the genres page?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're thumbnails. They're just thumbnails.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah,
that makes it nice and easy then.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're starting to... one category that really is taking off is rock for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know. I think my opinion would be it's the sort of the subcultures of rock and the heavy rock and the the thrash metal. They don't follow the rules. They don't like being pushed into boxes, and we're not mainstream. So I think someone like Musiqcast is their go-to place. They don't want to be doing what everybody else is doing. They like staying kind of underground, as it were.
Sure.
So that's why I think the rock genre took off way before everything else, and really started filling up. But we've got some really, really good artists on it, and I'm just surprised as to sort of the diverse, sort of eclectic nature of the music that's come on. And there's, some of the music on there, it's not for everybody,
No.
but music is suggestive. It is, it is what you make of it. It is what people like. Some people it ain't for them, but you'll find something that is. There's some great music on it, and I'm really impressed and kind of proud, really.
Sure.
Cool. So we've got so now we've signed in. Up on the top bar there, you can see the upload media.
Yep.
Just click on that. That's where the user will be able.
So initially, basically, what people would do, they'd open up an account.
Yeah.
Obviously, go through the sign up process: name, email address, telephone number, that sort of thing.
And then, yeah. And then once you've got your account open. So on the right-hand side on the home screen, you'll find the sort of join or sign up now. Also on the top bar on the homepage, you'll find it. But we are working on a splash screen. So when people land at Musiqcast, they'll come to the splash screen first.
Sure.
Enter site as a guest, or you can sign up or sign in from that splash screen as well. So we're just working on that at the moment.
Okay,
but
cool.
Once you upload your media, you'll see their big blue button, add new video. You push that, take it from your device, and it's as simple as that.
Fantastic. And is there any limits at all as the size of upload, or not at all?
The size of the file, I think it's very large. It's really, my developer said we need to bring it down a bit. It's enough. It's enough for everybody. But brilliant. It's they're not going to find any issues with that.
Brilliant.
But if they do, get in touch and we can help like compressing the video if it's too big for people. If they don't know how to do it themselves, if their file is too big, then just get in touch and we can see if we can compress it down for them.
Sure. So this side of it then, obviously this is not the streaming side. This is basically if you've got a video, an MP4 file, I'm presuming, that you want to display, this is where you upload it. Is that right? It
is. One important thing I want to touch on this, because people are coming to me saying, we don't have a music video, but we want to be on your site so badly.
Okay.
So easy one for that is upload an MP3 and just put a static picture on it. Numerous users have done that on here. So we've, 99% of our stuff is music videos.
Sure.
But people want to be able to join the site. So what I say to them is just upload an MP3 audio file, put a static photo on it. Once we start integrating ads, we'll still be able to play that before the song starts.
Sure.
So it's not going to be a problem. We welcome anyone that's just got audio.
Fantastic. So where it says add new video, then could they add an MP3 from that link as well?
Yeah. Same way you would do with the MP4. Yeah,
right.
It's exactly
Okay.
the same. Very easy process.
And how would they add the image on there as well? Is that something separate, or would they need to contact you initially?
No. The users, you see, it says image.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Video file. So you enter your video file.
I see. So as soon as they've added that, we get to this page, do we?
Yeah. As soon as they press that add video, you'll come to this. So put the title, select which genre you're going into, where your video, bring your video file up, and then you can put on an image, and then you can write the description and sort of do whatever you want with this. So you can put in some emojis and do, whatever you want, description or your life story. Or some people just put this is my song. Some people like to tell you what the song's about and give you a description of what the lyrics are, what the song means to them, or whatever. So whatever you want to do.
Sure.
And then you just save, and it goes up to your profile onto your account, and then it's ready.
It's live. Brilliant. And
so I don't have any videos because I'm not a musician. But if you click on my videos at the top there, when you've uploaded videos as a musician, they'll all appear here. No matter how many you've got, they'll just all appear there. So showing you what your videos are, which ones you've got up there. Obviously, I've got none up there. And then you'll have your profile, which will just be what you want people to see. Your name, email address, and whatever you want there.
Brilliant.
And then my favourite bit, the playlist. So if you come across artists that you like, rather than just keep going back and having to search, just add them to your playlist. And once you're signed into your account, so this isn't just for the people uploading the music. This is for the people who want to come and look as well. Sign up for an account and open a playlist. And then obviously you've got your different videos here. Anything you like, just put them on. These are some of my favourites. So yeah, it's all just as simple as that. Oh, that come off that.
I actually know those guys
so
as well.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
irony.
We've got a couple of, well, quite a few mutual
Yeah,
contacts in this.
we have, and they're a
So,
great band, absolutely great band.
Yeah, they are. They're brilliant, and that's a fantastic video as well. I was really
So how did
pleased to
they
see that.
get in touch with you then? I mean, obviously we'll go back to the website in a minute, but the how have you marketed it? How have people been able to find this initially then? Because have you just literally just used social media, or
it's just social media? Yeah, until investment, this is all coming out of my back pocket. So initially I was doing some Twitter ads and some Facebook and Instagram ads, but the uptake wasn't kind of what I was expecting. I got a bit down. I was thinking, oh, maybe this isn't going to work the way I did. But then I just come away from that and just started doing the social media, and all our followers, absolutely everybody, has come from social media.
That's phenomenal.
All our users. Yeah, and so I'm wondering, once we do get a good SEO package going, once we do get some good marketing and a nice marketing budget, who knows where this is going to go? Because they are literally all come from social media at the minute, and
that's great.
That just surprised me. And even in the last couple of weeks, just taking a few lessons from yourself and what you have to say, that in itself was just, the uptake has been huge. I've been, just implementing a couple of the bits of advice that you give people, and it's just. It does work.
Thanks for that. Do you know what? A lot of the times, I do a lot of videos. I do a lot of tweets as well, and I don't get a massive amount of feedback. So it's nice to actually hear that from you. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, no, that was surprising. Well, I know it does work for me, and and
hopefully I can. Yeah, hopefully as well. I mean, we've made this connection now. I'm more than happy to lend my advice anyway. I'm actually from an e-commerce background, and I've got into music, so I can certainly help on that side of things as well. Just general advice on how you can improve it and how to market it, really, if you're interested.
Absolutely. No, I really appreciate that. I really do.
And I'll do my best as well to tweet it out and introduce it to some of my forum members as well, because I've got a private Facebook group, so more than happy to do that.
Brilliant. I really do appreciate it. All the help we can get really helps, and that's where a lot of the following has come from as well. People just going, look, has anyone been on Musiqcast? If you haven't, check them out. So we're getting some really good feedback like that. But
that's brilliant.
As far as the site goes, it's so the live streaming element will be next to my playlist. It's not up at the moment because we've got a few bug issues. But it comes basically it's going to be set right next to the playlist up the top there. It will just say live. You click on that, and it will be like Twitch, where it will bring up anybody who's online gaming. You can just click on and then watch whoever you like. At the moment, there's a bug in the system. I don't know if I can edit that bit out or not. But,
no, that's fine. No problem.
But
it's early days then. So when you're live streaming, then if I was a musician, I've signed up for an account and I want to live stream, is it just going to be shown on this platform? How does that work?
Well, the live stream will, but you can take you can download your stream afterwards and put it wherever you want. You can put it back onto Musiqcast as a video on demand, or you can put it onto any of your other sites. You can send a link about. So it's downloadable.
So if I'm a band, I want to do a live stream, I literally just tell people in advance that I'm going to do a live stream, put a link to Musiqcast or my profile, and say, if you're interested in coming to my live stream, it's going to be at X time, X date. This is where you can see it. And then what happens is at the time of the live stream, people come to the website and they can view the live stream from your website. Yeah. Yeah.
Or if anyone's just on there and they happen to see you come on live and they pop on, either way, it's simple as that.
Brilliant. But, sounds excellent.
I can't wait. Well, it's going to be our main feature. But at the same time, until my user numbers are up, it's going to be a bandwidth problem.
Sure.
Basically, if I put it on now and 20 people are live streaming, that's going to be coming out of my pocket for bandwidth. Until the numbers are there and it makes sense. Then it's not plausible at the minute. But that is the main feature. It's what we're going to be about.
So at the moment, then people, what they're using it for then is just uploading their music videos, their own. Are they making any payment at the moment, or is it just like testing it to see?
It's absolutely free. There's no payment to Musiqcast whatsoever. They're using it as a video on demand, so they can upload as much content as they want, as many videos as you want, and it's free for people to come and look at. You know, they don't have to sign up; they could just come and view. It's free for people to join. It's free for people to upload. It's free across the board.
Sure.
And so it's just going to be, at the time being, it's video on demand where people can put it up and just tweet off and go, hey, check out my new video on Musiqcast. Send the link. When you've got your video on there, there's a social media sharing button as well. So you can share off the link to Twitter and whatnot.
Fantastic.
So yeah, it's all sort of integrated and they can promote themselves like that. That's one thing I need to try and stress to the users is it's all well and good putting your video up and me marketing, but you need to market yourselves as well.
Absolutely.
You know, you need to get the word out there, and that helps us, but it helps you as well. You know, it helps us bring more users, bring more traffic to the site, but that in turn only helps the users because it will just bring more people looking at it. It brings strangers looking at it, and then it just grows their, people's awareness about them.
Sure. So what are you saying then? When you get the streaming side of it sorted out, is that when you're going to start charging for the platform?
I don't want to charge at the minute. There may be a subscription tier coming in at some point, but it's a long way off. That would be for loads and loads of extra features and ad-free experience. But as far as the sort of 95% of the site, and as for now, it's completely free. And I want that to be the case, I think, certainly for the majority, well, for now anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you. So there's nothing for them to download at all. This is all browser based, isn't it?
It comes off my servers. Yeah, it's literally on the browser. There is a mobile version, but sometimes it doesn't work on certain devices. But if you scroll straight down to the bottom, just click desktop version, and it works absolutely fine. But yeah, so this literally comes off our servers. There's nothing. There's no extra plugins, no apps, no downloadable nothing. You've got to pay for nothing.
Because it makes it a lot easier then, doesn't it? Because
it does.
Yeah, I know it's a bit of a bind when someone's got to download an app, try and get it uploaded, and then try and get it all synced. But the fact that it's browser based, that's really good.
Yeah, I think it was what I wanted more than anything.
Sure. And I've got a question on here. I've got something about if you can talk a bit more about the demand feature on here.
The on demand, yeah. So it's literally so if you come on. This is also available on smart TVs as well. So you can just
brilliant.
On there, and so you just click on literally whatever video, and it will bring it up. So if you want to, I can go on my TV right now and just sit back and just bring whichever one of these videos up and just bring it up on demand, and it's there. That's and brilliant. Yeah,
fantastic. So yeah, I mean, if you can explain a bit about the uploading, then I know you mentioned that previously, but it's just it's MP3s and MP4s at this stage, isn't it? So, and then afterwards, just an image.
There is if you go into the back end, I can see that it does accept a few other file formats, but I don't think a lot of people use them. I've never heard of these acronyms or whatever, but there are other formats on there, but what I'll do is I'll get a list of what they are and I'll stick them on so everyone can have a look. And if they do use that format, then they can go for it. But majority it's MP3 and MP4, which majority of people know. I think the other files of people the other formats, people are a bit more sort of au fait with, file formats and computers and video format and whatever. So, but yeah, I'll put a whole list up because you never know. Somebody might be looking there and go, well, actually, I prefer this as opposed to MP4. So
absolutely. So obviously you're doing a lot of the marketing yourself at the moment, so you're posting a lot on social media. You're the one-man band. You just you're firing away. If guys like me, obviously I've got a small audience, are interested in actually sharing it and doing something, is there some sort of revenue share at all, or I don't know if you could explain that side of it, if there is anything in the future, would that be possible?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's been key from the beginning. It's been imperative. The more during that period where I was looking for, what is Musiqcast going to be? What is the, what is its place? Is it going to be music? Is it going to be video? There was a sort of 2-year period of research, and during that research I came up with some quite disturbing figures, in the sense that the amount, so music's always been about taking money off the musician in my eyes. Back in the day, someone would say, oh, so and so sold 20 million records, yet they don't live in a mansion, and that's because they're getting 27 cents on the single.
Sure.
Everybody else is taking the rest of the money from the single. And then when that crossed over and the internet came about, and people started thinking, hold on a minute, we don't need record labels. We can do this on our own. We've got the internet. We've got these sites where we can, put our own music out there. And then them sites started charging exorbitant amounts of money. So I think for YouTube, it's 45% revenue share. So it's your content, it's your music, but YouTube are taking 45% of whatever revenue your video makes.
Wow.
And I find that that's like somebody just coming in every month and going, oh, good work down on Musiqcast, but where's your wages?
Absolutely.
That's how it looks to me. And so obviously we are a business and we do need to make a profit. Otherwise, what's the point in it all? So I've gone for a revenue share of a 70-30 split, which is way much fairer than anywhere else on the market. And that way we're going to start implementing as soon as the ad, we need the numbers up again. It comes back to users and numbers. As soon as that's happening, we'll start putting ads on, and then whichever, when your videos start generating ad revenue, we'll pay you out.
Okay.
As simple as that. And it has to be, again, I do have people, investors and business partners that will be coming into Musiqcast at some point, and they've made it clear that they're not happy with the amount but I've told them, if you're not happy with it, then find somewhere else, because this is absolutely key, that the percentage the users get is way more, because but then I've had people saying, but if Spotify are only charging this and YouTube are only taking that, then why not fall in line? Because I don't want to. I think it's unfair, and it's not on, and it's imperative that the users make the money from the site.
Sure. And there's a lot of there's a few streaming platforms that have started up where people can actually take a payment as well, or get their audience to actually make a payment towards them. Is that going to be possible in the future on this platform as well?
On our live streaming option, when you're live streaming, you'll be able to take payments donations while you're streaming.
That's fantastic.
So
that's fantastic.
So you can sit there and it will tip you up and whatever. So there's two ways of, two revenue streams going there for the user.
No, that's great, because I'm trying to encourage. I'm trying to encourage a lot of musicians to take a little bit more control of themselves, their music, their brand. And I think, obviously, with all what's going on at the moment, it's very hard to do live concerts and gigs and things. So this is an absolutely brilliant option for them. So if they've got a small little following, they can literally just bring them onto this platform. They can either do live performances or free performances, but then ask for contributions from their existing fan base. And obviously make a little bit of money out of it as well at the same time.
Yeah, and I think that's key. Is there's nothing more disheartening than these people just constantly putting out content and just getting no feedback, making no money. So if it's a little gig and they make a few quid and they're able to, buy more equipment or, even just live, then it's a great option. And I don't want this to be somewhere where this becomes a massive corporation and we're taking millions and millions of dollars and people getting nothing. It's just like everything else. I want our users to be able to earn from the site.
What about things like comments and things? Again, this might be something for a future update. Are people going to have the ability to leave a comment, or are they going to have the ability to actually talk live when somebody's actually on the platform at the same time?
Yep. So on the live stream option, when it's implemented, they will be able to comment in live time.
Fantastic.
But as it stands now, if you go onto any of the videos on the VOD option, there's an option to leave comments under the video there as well. Say, great video, really like this one, whatever, and that gets sent to the content owner. and they can reply back and whatever. So it's actually live on the site now.
Sure. And so is this something, we're going to just back up a little bit then. So is this something that you've actually backed yourself then, or have you got like investors on board that have helped you get to this stage that we're at now with the platform?
Well, I wish this really is.
Right, okay. Blood, sweat and tears.
It's been hard. There has been times when it's literally, do I do an upgrade or do I buy some food?
Right.
It's got that bad at times, but we're past that.
Good.
Because building a streaming site with your own custom player is not cheap.
No.
So that happens, and then we're out of the sort of the bad patch now financially.
Right.
But it's all been made, and we are looking for investment. This site's got so much further to scale. I've got so many plans for it, and people are interested in investment. We just need the numbers up.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's been bootstrapped from not just financially, but as discussed before, literally every single element of this. I do just want to say though, if it wasn't for my partner, none of this would be on here. She's just been the person that says, keep going, know this is going to work. Think of your users, or she's the one that's helped me out technically when I don't understand something. She's the one who designs my social media posts. Don't tell anyone.
That's brilliant.
She does all the
to be honest, mate,
design.
You need somebody like that in your corner anyway, don't you? It's a hard business. Even whatever business you have and you're self-employed, you need somebody in your corner, definitely.
Absolutely. And if she's been an absolute rock, and it's even better that she don't ask for a paycheck. So
not yet. In other ways, mate.
not yet, no. That's going to come back to haunt me, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's going to. So, Darren, look, is there anything else you want to talk about regarding the platform at all? Is there anything we haven't covered at all? Do you think we've covered most things on the platform? Anything for the future? Anything coming up? Updates or anything?
I just think, well, stand by. All I say to the users and followers is stand by for updates. They'll be coming thick and thin throughout the next year. But as far as what I want to say to users, just get out there, put your music out there. It doesn't have to be Musiqcast. It would be great if it was, but just keep doing what you're doing, guys. I really just love what you're doing. I love your support that you're showing me. But what I just want to say to them, don't be scared. There was something you put yesterday on Twitter, I believe it was, where we were saying why so many people don't mind gigging, but they sort of apprehensive about live streaming.
Sure.
And it's all I can say to that is just don't worry. Don't worry what people think. If you don't worry if people ain't going to like you. Certainly if you're live streaming, you're not seeing your end follower, whoever's watching you. If someone turns off and doesn't like your music, you're never going to see them again. Don't worry about it. Just get out there and put yourself out there, and don't forget you are a brand.
Okay. You've probably stolen the march a little bit there, because I was gonna ask you what I ask all my guests. I was literally going to ask, have you got 3 pieces of advice you'd give musicians? So would that be your first one then, to literally just get out there and just do it? My
first would be, and this is a leaf out of the Music Marketing Academy book, it's engagement. Just, engage. It's key. And even if it's with your live streaming side of things and not just your social media, there's no point in saying, hi guys, I'm going live next week on Friday, and then don't say anything else between that period, and don't engage with anybody. And then after that, don't engage with anybody, because nobody's going to turn up. No. So it's engagement. That's how you're going to get your followers. It's where your fans are going to come from. And don't just always be talking about your stuff. Talk about their stuff. Just engage, comment, and just try and get people to come to you. Don't force people to come to you.
Sure. That's great. So, Darren, where can people find you? Obviously, you're on Twitter. That's how we met initially. Are you on the other social media platforms? And I don't know if you would just want to give them the actual the website address as well.
Yeah, so it's at Musiqcast on Twitter, on Instagram, and Facebook's Musiqcast.
Okay.
And
so it's Musiqcast with a Q for the
C.
Instead of the C, yeah, it's a Q. Yeah.
MUSIQ and then cast.
Fantastic.
But yeah, the name came from I was laying up on bed one day watching Chromecast. But if you know the Google device, and I was just thinking, we're going to be casting. We're kind of casting the music, so Musiqcast, and I thought, how do I make that different? Let's put a Q in there. It was simple as that. But the logo is all designed by me. I'm very proud of that. I like that.
Fantastic. No, to be honest, mate, you've done a cracking job so far. You've come so far with it, and to bootstrap it as well, it's even more impressive. So I think you've done a great job. And obviously, I'm going to do all I can to obviously help you market it as well. I'll tweet it out, and I'll obviously talk about it within my forum as well. So with any luck, you should start to get some traction. And we'll have to start somewhere. And I think the foundation you've built so far is great for you going forward, I think. Definitely.
I just hope my passion for this comes across, and it shows, you know, this isn't about me getting rich. This really isn't. This is, I'm kind of in love with the planet, you know what I mean? But I do love it. It's kind of my baby. It's been hard work, and it's starting to pay off.
Fantastic. Good. And I'll have to see if I can write some content for you as well. Actually, get some content on the page, and get that. Excuse me, get that side of things ramped up as well. That'd be great.
Brilliant.
Well, Darren, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you can just give us the web address, just if anybody's unsure where they can actually find you. It's free to start an account, I believe. Add their profile, upload their videos. You can just give us the web address again, and I'll probably flash this up on the screen when I edit this, if you don't mind.
Oh, it's musiqcast.com, MUSIQCAST.
Fantastic. Darren, thank you so much for being on this podcast. We'll try and get you on again. I'll hopefully get you on when there's more updates as well. If you just let me know when there's another update, and then we'll get you back on and we can have a look at it and we can talk about it a bit more.
Brilliant. It's my pleasure coming on. Thanks for having me.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Cheers, Darren.
Cheers.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to this. Darren is a great guy, and Musiqcast is going to do so well. If this is something of interest to you, go there straight away, sign up, and just try it out. At the moment it's totally free as we speak, but at some point it's going to be a paid service, so try it out as quickly as you can. Also, any updates that come along, I'm going to get Darren back on, and he's going to basically come on and let us know of any updates, so I can let you guys know as well. So if you're looking to market either you, your band, or your brand in this fast growing music industry, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Each time I upload a video, you guys are going to be the first ones to know. Thanks a lot.